As Ip Man teaches Wing Chun in a hall full of students, an arrogant kung fu master walks through the door and declares him a fraud. What Ip Man does in the following 8 seconds does more than just silence the room. It turns into a legend that will be told in martial arts schools for the next 50 years. Foshan, Guangdong, August 1949. The Yip Man Wing Chun Academy is located on the second floor of an old cotton workshop building. However, it is accessed from the outside by a wooden staircase. It is quite narrow. At the top, a hand-painted sign hangs. Black characters on white wood, Wing Chun. There are no fancy graphics, no mystical dragons. It is a very simple name. He does not need anything else anyway. It is 3 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon. Outside, the summer air is scorching hot. At the same time, the humidity in the air is overly oppressive and sticky. Inside, there is a crowd beyond capacity. Everyone listens to Master Ip intently. Some of the students sit cross-legged on the wooden floor. Some lean against the walls, some sit in the doorway, and some on the windowsills. There is a student for every square inch. The air thickens with moisture from wet clothes and breathing bodies. The smell of sweat takes over the air. The hall is as hot as a furnace. Ip Man stands at the front of the hall, wearing simple black training pants and a white shirt. His clothes are soaking wet. He demonstrates his favorite move with bare feet. At 44 years old, 1.70 meters tall, and 62 kilograms. He has tight muscles and a lean body. Looking at his weight, it is hard to call him a martial arts master. You wouldn't even notice him if you saw him outside. However, things change when he performs martial arts figures. As Ip Man moves, the air itself seems to bend around him. This is his biannual open seminar, where anyone can come and watch, where they can see what a traditional fighter calls his formless form. The hall is divided in two. Half are his loyal students who have worked with him for months or years. Half are curious strangers, traditionalists, skeptics, people who have heard the rumors and want to see if Ip Man is really everything he is said to be. Ip Man has been performing for 40 minutes, but he is showing the most important technique, economy of motion. In fact, there are many fancy techniques. They look beautiful, but they do not work in a real fight. He demonstrates this on Wang Shun Leung, his first student, whose stature is quite large. A man Ip Man fully trusts. Ip Man talks about how the traditional horse stance gives away your intentions, and how the crane stance seems to hold certain emotions in the body hostage. The students all watch as if mesmerized. Some take notes, while others just enjoy the moment. Ip Man refutes almost everything other teachers talk about with these techniques. Ip Man makes all techniques useful by adapting past techniques to the present day. Ip Man works to make this martial art applicable and useful in every area of life, and he succeeds. As he does all this, the other masters naturally feel extremely envious of his wisdom and mastery. A few minutes later, the door opens sharply. The sound cuts through Ip Man's explanation like a knife. Everyone turns. A man walks in, late 30s or maybe 40, Chinese, wearing a traditional black silk kung fu uniform. It is the expensive kind, with gold embroidery on the chest, costing 300 yuan, the kind that declares to everyone that he takes this very seriously. His hair is gathered in a traditional braid. His face is as hard as stone. His eyes scan the room with pure contempt. He walks straight down the center aisle. Students hurriedly move out of the way. He does not even look at them. This calculated arrogance is a walk intended to announce that someone important has arrived and everyone must pay attention. Toward Ip Man. Ip Man stops teaching, watches this man approach him, says nothing, and just waits. The hall falls silent. Everyone senses tension in the air. Wang Shun Leung steps aside. The man stops a few meters from Ip Man. He sizes Ip Man up from head to toe, seeing his simple clothes, bare feet, and the lack of traditional martial arts ornaments. His lip curls in disgust. He calls out to Ip Man, Do you think you are a master? You are a fraud, teaching everyone corrupted, invalid techniques. You disrespect tradition, the old masters, and everything Kung Fu represents. You are not a real fighter. Ip Man maintains his composure after these words and moves toward the man, calmly and quietly. What is your name? He asks. The man straightens up and introduces himself as Master Liang, the protector of the Northern Shaolin Temple. He talks about the training he has received and the styles he has practiced. And Ip Man asks again, "Well, why are you here?" Master Liang's face wrinkles in disgust. To prove that traditional Kung Fu is superior to Ip Man's Oidoma, made-up nonsense. To show these 400 deluded followers that they are wasting their time and money on a scammer. To close down this circus before any more damage is done. Ip Man asks one more question. Do you want to fight me? Master Liang says yes, without hesitation. Now, in front of everyone, no rules. The first to submit or draw blood loses. The hall is deathly silent. It waits for Ip Man's decision. Everyone knows Ip Man will not back down. And suddenly, Ip Man steps forward. His bare feet are as solid as iron on the hard wooden floor. Okay, let's fight, he says. But I have one condition. If you can withstand the technique I show, the game ends without waiting for my defeat. I will close this school that bothers you and stop teaching my techniques to anyone. However, as I said, there is only one condition. You have to last 8 seconds against me. If you cannot defend yourself, you leave and never come back. Hearing this, the man excitedly says yes. The ambition he possesses is reflected on his face, and he laughs arrogantly. He is very sure that Ip Man's reputation will die. Ip Man tells everyone to step back. Make space. Students are hurriedly pushed toward the walls, creating a circle 6 meters in diameter. Empty hard wooden floor, just Ip Man and Master Liang. Master Liang takes off his expensive silk jacket, handing it to someone without looking. Underneath, he wears a sleeveless black shirt. His arms are thick, muscular, filled with the traces of decades of hard training. Master Liang enters a perfect horse stance, feet wide, knees bent, hands up in the classic crane position. Textbook form, museum-quality technique. Exactly the style seen in a Ming Dynasty Kung Fu manual. Ip Man does not take a stance. He just stands normally, feet shoulder-width apart, hands relaxed at his sides, breathing normal, face calm. He looks like someone waiting for a bus, not someone preparing to fight a master with 50 years of experience. This angers Master Liang even more. Disrespect, arrogance, a total lack of regard for traditional form or the old ways. It proves everything he said. Ip Man tells Master Liang the technique he will use. He mentions that he will throw only one punch. Master Liang almost laughs out loud. Only one punch? You really make me laugh, Ip Man. How can you trust yourself this much? But don't worry, you'll be stuck to this wooden floor soon. He laughs with an ugly chuckle. Then Master Liang solidifies his stance. He takes a perfect form, hands up, ready, center of gravity low, balanced, unshakable. In 50 years, he has defended against thousands of punches. For him, this would be no different. All he thinks about is how Ip Man is about to be humiliated in front of everyone. Ip Man asks if Master Liang is ready. Master Liang nods. Ip Man takes half a step forward. His right foot slides 15 centimeters forward. Nothing else moves. Then it happens. Ip Man's punch moves. It does not pull back. It does not prepare. It does not warn. It simply suddenly exists a meter away, moving at a speed Master Liang's brain cannot process. It is not a punch in the traditional sense. It is an explosion. A transfer of energy that starts in Ip Man's legs, passes through his hips, torso, shoulder, and exits his fist in a single continuous whip-crack motion. The sound it makes when it connects is wet and sharp, like a mallet hitting a piece of meat. The punch lands exactly where Ip Man wanted to hit, right in the center, on the ribcage. Master Lang's crane block never moves. His hands remain frozen in perfect form, 15 centimeters away from where they should be. His brain never sent the signal. Too fast, too direct, too economical. No wasted movement, no telegraphing, no warning. Ip Man's punch just appears on Master Lang's chest as if teleported there. Master Lang's eyes widen. His mouth opens. All the air in his lungs leaves at once. The perfect horse stance collapses. His knees buckle. He stumbles back 3 steps. He doubles over with his hands on his stomach. He tries to breathe, but it is impossible. The blow to the ribcage paralyzes the diaphragm, temporarily taking his breath away. Master Liang drops to one knee, still trying to draw air into lungs that won't work. His face turns from red to purple. Panic sets in. He is suffocating. He cannot breathe. He cannot speak. He just kneels there, unable to do anything but desperately think about how to remember to breathe. The entire sequence, from the moment Ip Man moves to the moment Master Liang drops to his knee, takes 8 seconds. 8 seconds to completely dismantle 50 years of traditional training. 8 seconds to prove everything Ip Man said about economy of motion. 8 seconds to validate everything Ip Man teaches. 8 seconds that changed Master Liang's entire understanding of martial arts. The hall remains silent. No one moves. No one speaks. They have just witnessed something impossible. They watched how a man claiming 50 years of mastery was shut down by a single punch from Master Ip, who didn't even take a traditional stance. They watched how technique, speed, and understanding defeated pride and arrogance. Ip Man, however, does not celebrate. There is no boasting, smiling, or posing in him. He just walks toward Master Liang, kneels beside him, puts a hand on his back, tells Master Liang to relax, and says his breathing will return to normal in a few seconds. Ip Man's strike was highly controlled. No permanent damage, just temporary paralysis. Master Liang's diaphragm will reset within 30 seconds. Just wait, just breathe. Ip Man stays there for a while, his hand on Master Liang's back, calm, patient, waiting as if helping a student. He does not see him as an enemy. Slowly, Master Lang's breath returns, first ragged, then deeper, then normal. He remains on his knee, head down, trembling. Not from pain, but from shock, from the realization of what happened, thinking about how many wrong things he knew about Ip Man, about technique, about what matters in a real fight. His 50 years of experience were laid low in 8 seconds before him. Ip Man helps him stand up. Master Liang can barely look at him. The shame is immense. He had come here thinking he would expose a fraud, defend his own tradition, and prove his superiority. But everything he knew was laid low in 8 seconds. This was something like an impossibility. His pride is shattered. His reputation is ruined. Everything he believed about himself and his training was proven wrong in the clearest way possible. But then Ip Man does something Master Lang never expected. Ip Man bows to him. A formal traditional bow. The kind given to a respected master. The kind that shows honor and respect. Master Lang looks on in astonishment. Ip Man explains, loudly enough for everyone in the hall to hear, that Master Lang's stance was perfect. His form is like a textbook. His 50 years of training are visible in every movement. Ip Man does not disrespect this training. He does not ignore those decades of dedication. What Ip Man disagrees with is the assumption that traditional form equals combat effectiveness. These are two different things. Master Liang is a master of traditional form. Absolutely, no question. But form is not fighting. Fighting is about what works when someone is trying to hurt you. and what works is economy, speed, directness, and efficiency. Ip Man tells Master Liang he is welcome to stay, watch the rest of the seminar, learn if he wishes, ask questions, and challenge assumptions. Ip Man did not humiliate Master Liang to destroy him. He did it to show him that there is another way, a better way, a way that goes beyond tradition while still respecting it. Master Liang can hold onto his pride and leave in shame, or he can let go of his pride and simply step into new techniques.